I realized I have not renamed these labels. So guys, those names are not correct. I can't see. That would be... Sorry about that, guys, as I just randomly talked to you while trying to rename these things. This is the nature of going on for a while. You start to get a little tired. And gets gets a little bit confused in the head sometimes. Okay. All right, so guys, there we go. Now we've got the correct names up, I believe. Yep. All right, so this round up on stream, guys, we have Stephane and Claude. So Claude, and they're actually both, I believe, running the same teams they ran in the previous round. But just for clarity, and because you may not watch this in order later, Claude is playing with Resurrection, Upgrade Unibeam, Shriek Sonic Beam, Cosmic Cube Beyond Imagination, Green Devil Mask, Yuanti Lesser, Mjolnir Rare, Nova Core Uniform, Jubilee Mulrat, and Basilisk. And a quick reminder that Basilisk has Deadly and has a Force Block mechanic. It's a great potential remover, it's just a little bit expensive to use. Then Stephane is using Dark Side Super, Shriek Sonic Beam, Parademon, it's the one that does damage when swarming occurs, Blob Rare, Wong, Bishop Butterfly Effect, Sasquatch, and Heimdall. Alright, let's see where it goes, guys. I'll be right back. You guys... Alright, so guys, the round has started. Two guys we have up are Stephane and Claude. They are actually very familiar with playing each other, as they play at one of our regular locations all the time, Multi-Zone. They also do come over to our other location that we have run games at, which is Game Breakers, which is the one I tend to judge. And now I'm about to get a little distracted, because although I'm a Dice Masters player, I went and agreed to buy a bunch of TMNT figures from someone for HeroClix, because it is the one set I have been slowly collecting, or at least series, and I just want to see if everything's in here. Yes, I'm sure I'm not the only one who plays multiple different games that are available. Alright, so it looks like we're reasonably in, and Claude has already got 2 Yuantis floating around, one of which you can field. And there's a Dark Side over on Stephane's table. And there's a Basilisk getting bought. I'm guessing that's Claude preparing to deal with the Dark Side. So, as I've said earlier, when Stephane was last on board, having urges to talk about certain things from like X-Wing and Destiny, since in X-Wing there was actually a card called I'll Show You the Dark Side, and it just keeps coming into my head. But again, that's the wrong game. There's a Pact. And a Res, and I think a Res. Yeah, and a Res. There's another Yuan-Ti coming around, which currently misses. There's a Mjolnir Global, or as Claude says it, Mjolnir. And buying a cube. And a Shriek. And now the two of them are slowly starting to shift into French, as they're both French players from the Gatineau side. Looks like Dark Side hit. Now, if he can get a sidekick to go along with, he'll be laughing. Well, looks like the Basilisk missed when Claude tried to get it up on board, which is unfortunate, as it was his solution. And that was a Business Pact and a Res. There's a Business Pact. And an attack with the Wong, who has, I believe, is one of the ones that is fast. Claude has decided to just take it. That way he can maintain the Yuan-Ti for later plays. Alright, we've got another Yuan-Ti, so that's 2 up for Claude. A bunch of sidekicks, and a Shriek. And there's paying for the field at Shriek. I'm not entirely sure who got Shrieked, but I'm assuming it's Darkside. And buying more Cosmic Cubes. Or, nope, changing his mind over the Unibeam. And because he activated an action, he's being able to be unblocked with those Yuan-Tis while leaving behind the Shriek and the Sidekick as some defensiveness. Oh, I just heard him trigger the Swarm off those Sidekicks, so that Shriek must not have targeted Darkseid. I'm still curious what it targeted. Did not quite catch that. In fact, I am going to go find out. Alright guys, I actually did just hear it. He called Parademon with the Shriek so that he couldn't, so there's no damage coming through later.
Mission accomplished. I got win.
Alright. Alright. So that's 5. There's the Sasquatch, which is his secondary win con.
Need anything?
Oh, attacking with that Wong again. Sidekick gets in the way. Which is really why Claude probably fielded it. There's another Mjolnir. And a res. Also assuming that Sidekick is going to get pushed up into the... there we go. Into the field. And passes back. And here comes all the Swarm triggers off of the Thanos, which should likely get pretty much everything out of his bag again. Yep. Darkseid is still a very powerful item in this game. However, he is, relatively speaking, slower than a lot of stuff that's going on in the top meta. Looks like he's got a Parademon, although it's apparently been blanked with the Shriek. Also has his Sasquatch. All right. Looks like Stephane's going to get a fair bit of a board here. That's the thing, is Stephane's team is built more around board presence, whereas Claude's team is built more around just getting that damage in and through as quickly as he can. Trying to decide what he's going to Shriek. Oh, he's Shrieking the Basilisk. All right, there goes one of Claude's removal options. He still has the Mjolnirs left, but they are a little bit more tricky to use, especially when he deals with stuff with high defense, like Blob and Darkside, and actually even a lot of Stephane's cards actually have fairly high defense. All right, there's a Blob being purchased by Stephane. I expect it'll be used to call Yuanti, since the Yuantis aren't staying on board beyond just a swing. Here, reses the Blob because there's nothing in his bag. I think now he's just counting out damage to see what would happen if he swung. I think it's worked out. It's not quite enough yet. And passes. Claude reloading that bag, getting kind of full at this point. Looks like he's hit a cube, a shriek. Not sure what else. So Shriek now comes out, retargeting, so instead of Parademon, it's targeting Shriek. That way his Basilisk is back up and running. So I'm assuming that one die I'm not quite recognizing is a Basilisk. And there's a Basilisk. Gives up on the other die because he doesn't have the cost for it. Activating Unibeam on a Shriek. Interesting. Attacking with the Basilisk, forcing the Sasquatch to block. And throwing in the Shriek with the Unibeam. So just for reference, that Shriek is 5'3" and has the keyword fast. Sorry, 4-2 fast, apparently. And Stephane chooses to use his his Wong, who's also fast, allowing for them to meet each other and both KO. Oh, and since Parademon is no longer blanked, we're going to start seeing Parademon damage coming from all the Swarm triggers. So this is going to hurt for Claude because the Dark Side is there along with Sidekicks. All right, so Stephane is getting a really big board built up here compared to Claude's just 2 dice. So I expect, and there's a swing, and I expected that is game. The Sasquatch also has, I think, Odin's Fury attached to it. And that is game. So Stephane wins that round. And guys, we'll be back with a summary of this round in just a moment.